Hello, everyone. Our topic today is matter. What is matter? Before we answer that question, I would like you to do this activity. Look around you. Hopefully, you're in a room. Look at around your room and write at least 20 things you observed. 20 things you observe. Write them down. Okay? Pause the video and write down 20 things you observe around you. For me, I wrote down 11 things I observed. I wrote down 11 things I observed. Looking at your list, what are the things? What do you have anything that you think is common that all the items you listed have in common? Do you think there's anything these items you listed have in common? Using my own, I will say that the items I listed each of them has mass and each of them can occupy space. Each of them has mass and each of them can occupy space. What about yours? Can you look at each of your items and have the same conclusion? Then I can say that each of these items is example of matter. Each of these items is an example of matter. What is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Anything that has mass and occupies space. Okay? So what is matter? What is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. So, what does mass mean? Let's look at these images. Which of the images, box A or box B, has more mass? Looking at this, which one do you think that has more mass? If you say box B, that's correct. Why? Because there are more particles in box B than box A. So, what is mass? Mass measures the amount of matter or stuff in a substance or an object. The equipment used in measuring mass is electronic balance. In your grocery store, you call it scale. Okay? You go to doctor's office, they tell you to step on scale. And the basic unit of mass in metric system is kilogram. So mass, it measures the amount of matter or stuff in a substance or an object. Then let's look at another thing. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. We've looked at mass. Then let's look at these two images. Which of the images shown below occupies more space? Which of the images shown below occupies more space? Hopefully, you said the one on the right. Yes, the one on the right occupies more space. Then that brings us to what is volume? Volume is a measure of the amount of space that a substance or an object takes up. Volume is a measure of the amount of space that a substance or an object takes up. Okay? And we use graduated cylinder in the lab to measure volume of liquids accurately. And the basic unit of volume in metric system is liters. The basic unit of volume in metric system is liter. So these are examples of matter. These are examples of matter. Hopefully, you can conclude from your list if everything in your list has mass and occupies space. Now you know what mass is, what volume is. So pause the video and identify the following as matter or non-matter and justify your answer. Pause the video. Here's the answer. Okay. Apple is an example of matter because apple has mass and occupies space. Apple has mass and occupies space. Person like you are an example of matter. You have mass and you occupy space. Energy is non-matter because energy does not have mass. It does not occupy space. Sound is non-matter. It doesn't have mass and it doesn't occupy space. So now, when you look around, you can tell which of the things you observe is matter, which one is non-matter. Hopefully, this is clear.